by day. The way of the crypto warriors can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrule.com. With your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Your last sip of chaga coffee. California's locking down again. Completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Of course, I can't talk about it. We are working on new parts of the private road where we're going to talk about all this stuff. Page is going uncensored. We're going to chat about what's going on with the pizza-related stuff, what's going on with the 17th letter, what's going on. We're going to do all that stuff. I'm sick and tired of the censorship, but it can't be done in America on the deep state-controlled social media. So we're going to do it on the private road at roadtoruta.com. Go join the private road at roadtoruta.com if you want the uncensored version of reality. It's kind of crazy. Speaking of reality, the 4 criminal silver riggers couldn't squeeze any more blood from the turnip as far as the commercials slamming down the price to cover their short positions. So now they are allowing silver to go up. This is all controlled by a handful. 4. I can name them: JP Morgan, Citibank, Bank of America, and HSBC. Those are the 4. Those are the 4 criminals. But they shift. You know, they'll shift. Say they have a 50 million. Let's say they have a 100 million ounce short position one day, and then they just shift it over to another co-conspirator the next day. And the way I learned that was the CFTC told me that in their silver investigation. I think it was the second one. They said, oh, yeah, all these positions change quite frequently. And I've seen it many times. One of my favorites was a 20 million ounce silver position on SLV, which at the end of the year, to cook the books for the end of the year, and this was a while back, they added 20 million ounces of silver to the SLV inventory on December 30th, before Christmas, and they added it back on January 2nd, or they subtracted it on January 2nd. If that's not cooking the books, I don't know what cooking the books means. And the CFTC isn't too stupid. They're too corrupt and criminal. And now it's all about, well, we have to save the pension plans of the United States of America. All the people would lose their life savings if we allow silver to be freely traded or gold to be freely traded. We shouldn't have been in this place in the first place. We never should have been here. You cannot have a free country with rigged markets. That should be obvious to everybody. Do I blame Alan Greenspan for inventing the computer programs? Absolutely I do. People say, why are you a fan of Greenspan? Well, they were going to steal our country, so they decided to rig the markets to continue the con. But hey, have they stole the country? I don't think so. I think behind the scenes there's a lot going on. But I'm tired of the secrets. We're here to live through this transition. Let the transition happen. We're all grown kids now on this planetary realm. We're grown. We're out of the nest. It's time to fly or crash and die. Let me give you a hint. We're all going to die. Absolutely every single one of us. What are you afraid of? Where is the fear? This whole California lockdown thing, oh my God. My friends and family who are knee-deep into this shit are so stupid. They refuse to look at anything but CNN. I'm sorry, you guys are idiots. You're buying into the hype. Everyone's, oh my God, we have to go on lockdown again. I have friends and family members who've lost their jobs, but are still believing in the bullshit. And it is bullshit. Anyway, that's the story of my day yesterday. So yeah, they're going to allow silver to go up so that the commercials can short as it goes up. So they keep it under $30, and then they slam it down when they get a bunch of weak hands in. Same old, ridiculous game. 500 million ounces traded every day. It's not real. It's fake. The CFTC, they're in with the criminals. You know, Elizabeth Warren coming out and saying, oh, we need regulation in cryptos. You're a fucking idiot, Elizabeth Warren. We need no more politicians. We need no more regulators. They are the problem, not the solution. But Bix, if there's no regulators, there'll just be a bunch of thieves out there. Absolutely. So don't invest. That's how you get rid of criminal exchanges. Don't participate in them. And what happens when a good exchange with complete visibility comes up? That is the leading exchange, and everybody flocks to the good ones. That's how a free market works. People should not be investing in the stock market, the bond market, the foreign exchange market, cryptocurrencies, gold or silver, if they don't know that it's completely rigged. These exchanges are completely rigged. The CME is a self-regulating entity, the COMEX, that's the COMEX, a self-regulating entity, and it is run by the most criminal, corrupt enterprise mankind has ever known, the banking cabal. So what do? Well, we're going to have a run-up in silver. Silver investors get excited when silver goes up 10 or 20%. If you're in cryptos, you sneeze that in a day. And go down. The volatility is both ways. And most of the people I know have both silver and cryptos. And it's not easy to do, but it's a necessary part. If you want to make money, yes, you have to be in cryptos. If you want to participate in the future of pretty much everything financial, you have to be in cryptos. Silver's going to, they'll probably control-rise it. After it breaks through $30, they'll get it up to $50 again and then slam it down a few more times. I don't know how soon it will end. I don't. But I guarantee you they have plans on how to rig it further. And those plans include Blackrock, the behind-the-scenes bank rigging the silver market, that you're not allowed to talk about or know about, completely either controlled by or controlling the Federal Reserve Bank and the U.S. Treasury. We lost our country. We need to destroy it. And people say, well, Bix, Trump was going to take bullshit. Trump completely rigged the whole thing with every other president before him, even presidents that didn't want to. There's nothing they can do. We need to get rid of the old system. And that means Ma and Pa's 401k will be destroyed. Will it happen? I think they're just going to hyperinflate everything. And it's not the inflation you're thinking about. It's not because they're printing money, things are going up in price. No, it's controlled. It's rigged. It's 1,000% rigged. Every commodity that's traded on the COMEX is rigged. So they can control inflation. Of course they can. We need to take out the criminals. JP Morgan has over $40 billion worth of fines in the last 20 years. Over $40 billion in just fines, which means they made trillions of dollars and just paid $40 billion in fines. And Jamie Dimon, that freaking criminal, is still sitting there. I mean, how many crimes does this guy have to commit before he's taken out? I don't know. A lot, probably. Anyway, yes, I do think silver's going to run up to test $30 by September, whether it gets past it. If it gets past it, all the silver guys are going to go, that's so great. We're at $33. Woohoo! But the rig is still in place. You need to shut down the exchange. There will be no price of silver when silver is free to be traded because the COMEX is the only exchange on the planet. It's futures and options. It's derivative. Yes, it is complicated. Do I think silver is going to $600 this year? Absolutely. It could go there tomorrow. It's just going to take the shutdown of the COMEX and ending of the game. which might be in the cards. I don't know. I could see the COMEX getting out of hand, them shutting it down and implementing something like Veritasium, peer-to-peer transactions, some blockchain solution. They control all of Reggie's, 98% of Reggie's tokens. It's still in a freaking lockbox. It's just crazy what's happening in the world. And what do you do? What do you do? You understand it the best you can. You place your bets and you live your life. And obviously those in cryptos have done a hell of a lot better than those in gold and silver. Sean at SGT Report, who I just had an interview with, you guys can check that out at his site. He said, don't you feel like a fool for investing in silver for the past 20 years? I said, no, not at all. Not at all. Yes, the prices, well, silver's gone up 5x, but in 20 years, that's nothing compared to what cryptos have gone up and other assets. But it is an investment and a philosophy that is correct. It is correct to fight for free markets, because without free markets, we do not have freedom. And that is the most important investment you can make. Invest in your freedom. Fight these assholes. Call up Elizabeth Warren and say, what the hell are you talking about wanting to clamp down on cryptocurrencies? They equal freedom. Yeah, of course there's a bunch of criminals in there, but there's more criminals in our current banking system that are covered up by you and all your cronies. Don't give me this virtue signaling, oh, we have to give the money to the little guy, not the big guy. And you get to decide that because why, Elizabeth Warren? Why do you get to decide? Do we live in America? Do we have free will in our country? Let people lose if they make a bad bet. Let them win if they make a good bet. Let them understand that they're all rigged. The only reason they're rigged is because you, Elizabeth Warren, and your friends in Washington allow it to happen and condone it and participate in it. Just ask Chris Giancarlo, why did the price of Bitcoin crash in 2017, 2018? Because he did it, along with Trump and Steve Mnuchin. They admitted it. Rustin Benham, we had to tamp down the silver price in January or it would have got out of hand. Who are these motherfuckers? Who are they that they think they can take away your freedom? Because free markets are freedom. They are stealing your freedom. Regulators are stealing your freedom. Anyway, let's talk about something happy-go-lucky, exciting. THETA, I wore my THETA hat. THETA just announced a new THETA ecosystem. And I knew this was coming because there's THETA, the governance token for the THETA blockchain. There's THETA Fuel, which is kind of like the currency of THETA is going to be so big you need many different types of cryptos specifically designed for each of THETA's big programs. You need an NFT currency. You need an edge node currency. You need a video currency. The amazing thing is our friend, the amazing crypto viewer Hitomi, saw this in September of 2020 when she did her reading at Crypto Viewing. Go to Crypto Viewing Patreon and you can go do a search for THETA, full debrief with Hitomi. Go join their Patreon. It's amazing. If you own THETA, you should be watching this video over and over again. But here's one of the pages. She saw all the new cryptocurrencies that will be created in the THETA ecosystem. Right here, she has 6 of them. So this will be the third. There's the THETA token, THETA Fuel, and now we have a new one, TDROP, NFT liquidity mining token. You notice they're doing so much for NFTs. They know. And I know a lot of people don't really fully understand NFTs and why they're going to be so big. But just think of it as, on a very basic level, how big is sports memorabilia? How big is like getting an autograph? And could you authenticate the autograph? It's always been a problem in the collectibles space. Collectibles is gigantic. But one of the big problems is all the fakes. NFTs solve the fake problem with blockchain registration. It's amazing. So it's not like Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies had a big problem. There are like zillions of fakes out there. Even baseball cards had a big problem with zillions of fakes after a while. The blockchain helps authenticate NFTs, authenticate memorabilia. Authentication is the key. Because you can't trust people anymore. Thanks to our government, thanks to our bankers, thanks to all the criminals out there. Blockchain, it's a trust machine. Oh God, I haven't said that in a long time, but that's what it is. Back when I was trying to explain Bitcoin to people, it's a trust machine. You can't lie, you can't cheat, you can't steal. You can on the exchanges, but not on the blockchain. Unless you invest in EOS, which they changed the blockchain. All right. So here's the announcement introducing the THETA Ecosystem 2022. And so there's two things. And the TDROP, THETA Drop NFT liquidity mining token. We're excited to announce the THETA Ecosystem 2022 white paper. I just started to read it. Here it is, by the way. It's a good one. Go check that out. If you want to know, look at this. They published it August 2021. It's still July, boys. Hey, I get it. I've done it too. But it talks about where THETA is going. THETA is Godzilla in many different fronts. THETA will be the number 1 or number 2 cryptocurrency in 5 years. Right now, it's number 22. Pretty soon, very soon, it's going to jump up to number in the top 10. Again, it was in the top 10 before. You notice THETA moves completely separate from Bitcoin. Why is that? Because it's rigged. Psst. They're all rigged. But THETA is different than Bitcoin. The deep state isn't fully in control of THETA or THETA Fuel. They want to be. Yes, Binance has a hell of a lot of THETA, a hell of a lot of T-Fuel. But Binance is getting pulled out of the game, or at least the control of it, by the regulators, which is scary. Anyway, read the latest THETA vision for media and entertainment, how decentralized video delivery and edge nodes work with THETA Drop and the introduction of TDROP NFT liquidity mining tokens. With Mainnet 3.0 successfully launched, more than 40% of T-Fuel staked and over 8,000 elite edge nodes. The THETA blockchain is reaching a complete implementation. While protocol improvements will continue as new features are added, the main focus of development for the remainder of 2021 and 2022 will now shift from protocol development to building the THETA ecosystem and accelerated adoption of THETA as the leading media and entertainment blockchain. Bravo. God, I've been waiting so long for this. They announced that they were going to run a big media campaign in 2021, but they haven't done anything yet. Now they're saying it is time. Just so happens to coincide with everybody and their mother, including Autograph and DraftKings, officially kicking off their offerings in August. Now, is the success of THETA and THETA Fuel contingent upon Tom Brady saying, yes, buy THETA? No, it's not. Of course it's not. Do I think it'll happen? I do, because of the remote viewing that Edward Reardon had of a guy, a sports CEO, or it was a celebrity CEO. Can you name another celebrity CEO? Well, there's other celebrities, obviously. Katy Perry. I think Peyton Manning's getting into it. But they're not CEOs of the largest, which will be the largest NFT conglomerate in the world, especially after they signed a partnership deal with DraftKings. This is going to be the mother of all mothers. And it was like, no, they're not using THETA. Of course they're using THETA. Why do you think THETA is going to KYC? TDROP is going to KYC because of DraftKings. DraftKings can't mess with that. And if you watched the Jenny Moonstone reading on the private road last week, where we discussed the founder of DraftKings and what he's thinking, God, she's good. Jenny Moonstone readings, you need to get on the private road and watch those. But he's worried. He's worried about KYC. He's got to do it right. Is there any other blockchain that is centrally focused on NFTs and KYC? They have to go hand in hand for the regulators to give it the blessing. Or any of these NFT companies talking about KYC. KYC, know your customer, is absolutely necessary if you're going to play in their game. And DraftKings can't mess with their gambling licenses. They have to do it by the book. They told THETA that. THETA instantly ran out and is setting up their KYC right now. That's what Mitch Liu tweeted just 3 days before DraftKings went on national TV and said, yeah, we're getting into NFTs and we're going to use US dollars. But it's very important that we do it right. Anyway. All right, with that, let's see. To continue driving THETA's leadership position in the global media and entertainment market, all stakeholders in the THETA ecosystem should benefit, including OTT, that's over-the-top video, and video platforms. OTT means it's like pay-per-view videos that don't have, it's not like through Netflix or through Amazon. It's a non-platformed. Suppose I looked it up this morning. OTT and video platforms. THETA community. THETA Drop NFT community. Brand partners, brand partners, and others. Popular video platforms already integrated with THETA peer-to-peer streaming infrastructure include blah, 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 blah. Many ongoing. I love this. This is what's going. These are the big things. Now think Autograph and DraftKings. Many ongoing strategic discussions with global video and OTT platforms have focused on NFTs and digital collectibles as a new source of revenue in addition to the benefits of decentralized streaming and video delivery. These long-term partnership discussions now include building their NFTs on the THETA NFT smart contract platform. There you go. THETA management is telling you they have long-term partnership discussions ongoing about building whole NFT infrastructures on the THETA NFT smart contract platform, incorporating exclusive NFT drops as part of the live experience for movies and shows across multiple seasons, utilizing THETA peer-to-peer infrastructure to incentivize viewers with T-Fuel, and introducing a fan reward engagement program. The first THETA, now this is big, because I think this is an announcement coming up, not related to Autograph. The first THETA global video partner that launches this fully integrated vision at scale will fundamentally change the future of entertainment and gain unmatched competitive advantage. The net result, lower content delivery costs, increased user engagement, more revenues, and creator-to-fan touchpoints. What is that global video partner? Who will it be? We can check Hitomi. What did Hitomi draw? Is that YouTube? We already know Google's already involved with THETA, and Google owns YouTube. But then again, in the Hitomi reading, she also talked about the Netflix relationship with THETA, and it's going to be huge. And the Facebook relationship with THETA. Everybody needs to go to THETA. And knowing that they're getting patents, like they're eating patents like Tic Tacs, something like that. They got a lot of patents for very important things like digital rights. And a patent, everybody's like, oh, it's too centralized. It is basically blocking out all competition with technological innovation. And that's important. THETA is changing the world. Anyway, I'm going to go right to the bottom. Go check that out. If you are currently staking Theta or staking Theta Fuel, you will get 20%. 20% of the... So they're going to create 20 billion TDROP tokens. Every validators and guardians, including delegated and elite edge nodes, are going to get 20%, I believe. Yes, it said elite edge nodes. On here, it says elite edge nodes. I'll get clarification on that. Get to split 20% of that 20 billion, which is 4 billion tokens, starting in January, and it basically you got to stake it, and every quarter you get paid out, something like that. So this is not a ICO at all. They're not selling any of them, and they break down where they all go. Okay, let's go to the last paragraph, because this was my question. Is it a money grab? Creating new tokens is usually a money grab. I know dozens of blockchains that give away massive amounts of tokens, diluting the value of their current token holders. But why did they do it? So here's the question. Why create a TNT20 TDROP token? Why not just use Theta or Theta Fuel? Theta Fuel, and TDROP each have different uses and different economic drivers and incentives. If Theta tokens are staked to secure the Theta blockchain, and T-Fuel tokens are transacting between edge nodes for relaying and compute jobs, they can't simultaneously be used to incentivize Theta drop transactions, nor staked by Theta drop users to vote on changes to Theta drop. A token can't be in two places at one time. Rather than making the existing tokens have contradictory economic uses and confuse what the purpose of each token is, a standalone TNT20 TDROP token can be made so that stakeholders that have use of different parts of the Theta ecosystem can use the token that specifically aligns with their uses. Basically, they're creating a token for the NFT ecosystem, and that's the TDROP. There you have it. And I will guarantee you this was instigated by their partners, meaning the big guys, Autograph and DraftKings potentially. Anyway, that's my take. What did it do to the price? Not that much. Theta Fuel is currently sitting at 32 cents. Theta is at $6. The ratio is about 18 or 19, so it's kind of high, just saying. But yeah, the next run-up for Theta is going to be a big one. The next run-up for T-Fuel is going to be the big one. Dick Allguy even saw it in that remote viewing. I'm telling you, go to the Patreon channel, look at the Theta remote viewing, and you can see all the stuff. Most of it's already happened. But some of the big things, like Dick Allguy has this gigantic explosion of Theta to a moonshot when something is announced. And I think we're getting into that time frame for Theta and Theta Labs where something is going to be announced in August. So keep an eye on Theta Fuel in August. That's my take. Today I'm talking again with Jenny Moonstone. We're talking about a lot of really cool stuff. Come check it out. Also, on the Road to Ruta, I have a Theta page, teaches you about Theta, how to buy it, store it, and stake it. Go check that out. That's on the private road. Or if you just want the public road updates, the free updates, put your name and email address in there. But if you go public, you don't get the Ruta coin, which is the coolest silver coin known to man. It'll be worth well more than the price of the subscription at some point in time. Could be tomorrow. Could be September. We'll see. This is Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com. I'll talk to you later.